Hey, it's Laurel with the Dabbling hook. Ooh, I just realized I am in the corner in my kitchen. The dishwasher's on. I just turned off a fan so it wouldn't be too much noise, but I forgot about the dishwasher, so if it's coming through, that's life. How are you guys doing? It is Saturday what is today? 13, 12, the 11th of July. Can you believe that already? Oh my gosh. Yeah, time's flying. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm having some Zinfandel, and I'm picking up fluff that I never see until now. Oh, before I say anything else, if you're new here, I got a tough one, it won't come off. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. I hope you subscribe, but if you don't, I hope you enjoy my makes. And for you OGs, of course, cheers, as always. Anyway, just a few makes. Like I said, it's Saturday. I am getting ready to go do a week with the parental units. And after that, it's vacation, so there's a lot going on. Tying things up with work. Yes, it's Saturday and I'm still tying things up at work before I'm out, and it's a lot going on. Ooh, the roof is finally done. The deck is still in progress. We just had a tree cut down. It's just life is lifing. Anyway, TMI, you guys don't need to know all that. What are we sharing? Fluff on everything. Just a few items. One of them is a gift, and since I'm not going to be around for a week, I need to give it to Father Minion, and I hope, hang on. Anyway, I had to just yell at Father Minion to turn his thing down, because I know it's going to come through. Life. Oh yeah, I've got what is that called? It's a free Ravelry, it's a pattern knit garter stitch hat. I think this is the third time I've made it. It's like a mindless hat. I forget what it's called. I might put it on the screen, I might not. But anyway, still having a bad hair day and I couldn't be bothered, so a hat solves everything. Anyway, gift. A couple of videos back, I think I said we were going to a barbecue. We did, and I thought it was for a job change for somebody, and it was that, but it turned out to be a impromptu baby shower or a surprise baby shower. That I need to work on something for that person, because since I didn't know, I didn't bring something. So but the job change person, he has chickens, and one of them is this black speckly color, and I'm like, ooh, I have yarn I can make a chicken out of, and since I make my jumbo chickens, I figured I would make him I would make him a chicken. So this yarn color is, I want to say newsprint, it's not. Oh, I always forget the colorway. But anyway, it's a Bernat blanket, the black and white speckly. So I made him a chicken. As soon as they see it, I know they'll know that it's like one of their chickens. This part of their chicken has like it's more of the lighter color, grayish color, but the rest of it is all this speckly color. So, but that's what I had. He also has like a smoky gray ones, but I didn't have that colorway in blanket yarn. Plus, I wasn't gonna do two of them anyway, so yep. This is my chicken. So I need to hand it over to Father Minion so that he can get it to the person. So there's that. The other thing I made, I was watching someone, I do not remember who, because like I said, I put on videos while I'm working and I'm listening to what they're saying, occasionally looking up to see what they're showing. And somebody mentioned this mouse. Now I have, or I think it's a rat, it's called. Did I write it down? Rat. I have my own rat formula I make, but it's bigger. But I thought this one was cute, and it's called the Dumbo Rat by by, oh, I can't even read my own writing. Lavender Bun Crochet. So when I was watching the video, I quickly found the video of the rat, had it on a different screen or a different tab, and then when I was done with the video, I went and I made the rat. And I use half a cake of Parfait Chunky doubled. I mentioned before, I love using a double. Using it single, no, it's too thin. If you mess up and you try to undo it, it's one of those, remember like the chenille home slim where it was really bad? That's what Parfait Chunky is, but it's not so bad if I use a double. Plus I love the thick plushy velvety feel to it. So I used I don't remember what the colorway is. It's that brown bear color, and I used some Posh for the accent color. So how cute is that? And the funny thing is, when I saw the photo of it, I'm like, oh, I was just thinking of making mine, because mine is, the one I make is like twice as long with the longer tail even. So I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to have a smaller version of it. And then I'm like, oh, perfect. I don't have to think about it. So there it is. It is so cute. So this is the I don't know the colorways. I won't even try to say it, but yeah. And again, I love Parfait Chunky doubled. It feels right, like what it should be. So do they have I know they have Parfait Plush. I have not bought that yet, but I'm wondering if it feels like Parfait Chunky, just thicker. I don't know. But having said that, I haven't bought that yet. I just picked up a box today from the post office of Parfait Chunky and Basic Chenille, a couple of colors I bought. The daisy chain color that I like, I bought one more, and no, I only bought one of those. Oh, and I bought, they had some colors, they had a sale going on, I think it's still going on. And the shipping was either free or 27 cents, I can't remember. I think it was free shipping. And that's usually when I try to buy off of Premier, because their shipping to me is pretty high. That's usually when I buy from them, unless I need something really desperately from them. So anyway, I just picked up, I bought, they had discontinued colorway and overstock colorway, and I think the overstock one I bought was candy apple red, because I don't have a good red color. And then the other one was Basic Chenille in the brown. I forget what it's called, but you know, a good brown is hard to find, and I bought a 3-pack from them. And Kim, Crafty Nomad, I bought some what is it, stash goals. I know it's hit or miss, and a lot of them are miss, and I still have a lot to go through, but the ones I bought were just colorways that I'm hoping it's the same. It's that light sky blue that was really nice, so I'm hoping it's the same. I didn't even bother opening the plastic bag. I just put it aside. You know, if it's bad, it's bad. But I bought 3 blue colorways: a light sky blue, a really rich, like a dark water blue, or deep water blue, and then I forget, it's three different blues. Ugh, I can't speak. 3 different blues that I bought for elephants. I have an elephant. Ooh, I hope that didn't come through. Something moved in the dishwasher. Elephants, and one of the deeper blues I'm going to use for a full-size koala, I think. That's the plan. Anyway, but all that to say, I bought yarn. Oh, the other one that I bought was it's not the tie-dye, it was Kaleidoscope? No. It was a Parfait weird, I don't remember what it's called, but anyway. So, this is the Dumbo Rat by Lavender Bun Crochet. I went on a tangent there, but too cute. I am going to try to make another one, at least, or maybe a couple for this size. And then it will be nice next to my regular rat. But, cute. Alright, other thing, on another video I was watching, Leggy Froggies. They had their moment. I haven't made a bunch of them in a while. I think the last one I sold was something that I'd had in stock for a while. But the person I was watching mentioned a mini or a baby leggy froggy. And I'm like, oh, that would be nice to have something for my $5 to $8 bin. So I found a couple of tutorials and I'm like, oh, it's just the leggy froggy, just smaller, nothing different. So I followed one tutorial, and then the others I just made on my own, because her tension, things weren't lining up, legs were off, so I just did my own thing. I think this was the first one. Oops. This was the first one I made. You know, basic leggy froggy. You can see the leg is a little, one is in front of the other. It doesn't really matter. You know, who's gonna know? We're gonna know. Everybody else won't know. And making things this small, getting the eyes in there is really not difficult, but the post tends to poke out. This one is definitely poking out, so I don't think I will be selling that one. Or I might put it on a keychain, that way it's not something that's played with by the hand, but the post. There's not enough real estate there for the post. And when I did this one, I didn't think to burn the back too, so that could have helped, but it was too late, because I put glue, I put in the eye, and then I put glue around the post, and on the yarn, put the back in, so it's on there. So there was that. And then I wanted one with a bit of a belly pooch. So didn't quite come out the way I want, but it's more rounded rather than just flat. You can't really tell, but it's got a little bit. So working on that, but I made two more. The eyes are baubles, as we know, but for the third one I made, I used a popcorn stitch instead for the eye, and I think I don't know, I kind of like it. If you want the eye to be a bit more pronounced, I like it. Plus, I think it made it a little easier for me to put the eye in, because the baubles, the eye can easily sink in. So, and on two of them, I burnt the back on these two. So it doesn't at least poke. You can still feel it, but it doesn't poke as much. But so I might put this one on a keychain and then just have these two in like my, you know, $5 to $8 bin. And lastly, I'd mentioned before that elephants did well for me in my, I was gonna say my 3 spring craft fair, but it was really the last one that it really did well. Is it the last one? I did 3 and it did well in 2 of them. I think, yeah, 2 of them. But the last one for sure was much better. Anyway, this is a pattern. When I first made it, I made it out of the Stash Goals yarn that I thought it was a hit. It wasn't a miss, and I think it was very much similar or exactly to Home Slim. But this one I made in, so I made this elephant again. It's a pattern by Crochet by Kyra. I think it's Kyra, K-Y-R-A, so I'm saying Kyra. I made it in the Stash Goals, loved it. It sold almost right away when I put it out. And I was definitely going to make it again because I loved the head construction. It was from back to front. Most elephants I think that I've made, you either do the trunk separate and sew it on, or it's from the trunk to back, and this was from back to front. And I like the way she tacked the trunk up, all while doing it in the round. So the only sewing that you had to do was the head to the body out of this whole thing, which I love. So I did it in blanket yarn, I'll list to say, you can kind of see it. And in this colorway, Deep Fuchsia, I think is what it's called. I had never seen this colorway around my area before. And I found it, I saw it at Michael's and I wanted to buy it, and then I got it home and I'm like, I didn't know what to make with it. But how cute. I really do love this pattern of hers. Again, her trunk, you from back to front, and as you're doing it in the round, you kind of tack it there as you're going in the round. So I love that. And then when you're done and you close up this, you use the tail to weave through and cinch to give it that little curve. Love it. Love it. A little bit of eye shaping. And so this is, it's basically a deep, rich pink, hot pink. But oh, in the ears is the Dollar Tree Emerald colorway, which I love. It's a nice deep pink, deep green color. The reason it's green is when I decided to make it into pink, it's because I'd seen a picture of somebody else's, something they made, and they, of course I'm talking too long. They made a, what did they make? What's that fruit? A dragon fruit monster? Something that was a dragon fruit. I don't even remember where I saw it. It was on a YouTube video. And I'm like, ooh, this color would work perfectly. And then after that, I didn't know if I wanted to do the dragon fruit. So after that, I saw somebody did a strawberry pig or strawberry something, and I'm like, ooh, that's perfect. So I did the inside of the ears, you know, to represent the green of the stem, the strawberry stem. But now I am of two minds whether or not I want to embroider all the little white specks of the strawberry. And if I do I do it just on the body? Do I do it all over? Do I do it just on the head? So my question to you guys, what do you think? Strawberry, do I embroider? Right now I'm leaning towards no and just leaving it as a pink. Just a regular pink strawberry? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But I don't know. I will be making this again for sure. But I love this. Crochet by Kyra. So the tail is surfaced on, and if you remember, you can easily do it in the round, but I never remember to do that. So I think she does it. Does she do it separately? She does it separately and sews it on. I just surfaced on chain, and pretty sure she does it separately. I don't remember, but I just surface on and chain and then single crochet back. But hey, all right, elephants. So that is that. I am going to keep packing up and I'm finding more fluff. Never fails. I need to go pack up. I gotta pack up my yarn bag for the week. And this is usually when I start prepping for fall craft fairs. And I say prepping, it's more to add those things that, you know, more like the wearables that sold out. Because I'm always making amigurumis, so I think I'm good with amigurumis other than restocking a few little things. But 2-button cowls, I just actually went to check, and I have 16 of them made. So it's just a matter of making them in certain colors just to have as backup. And right now I'm not doing any hats because they haven't done very well in the last 2 years or so of craft fairs. I haven't sold like I used to, so everything comes in cycles. So right now I'm not stressing about making hats or anything. I have a few shawls, and I can always just keep making those. My go-to is the Big Sky shawl. It's really simple, really easy, by Mowgli. You can adjust it to add filet rows or whatever, different stitches to it. Oh, there was another one that I make too. And of course my Yvette shawl that I like to do as well. So other than that, I need to go finish packing and go finish up my work stuff so I don't have to worry about it for the whole week. Okay, I will talk to you guys in the next video.